Welcome all of you to this video. Today in this video, we will understand trapezium, isosceles trapezium and properties of trapezium and isosceles trapezium. So far in geometry, we have come to know about polygons and type of polygons. Quadrilateral and angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Can you identify these figures? Well done. All these figures are quadrilaterals in which this yellow figure is a rectangle and the red figure is a square, but we do not know about this pink figure. So let's come together today to know about this shape. If you notice, you will find that a pair of sides in this figure are parallel. Arrow marks indicate parallel lines. Let's see how we called them parallel. If we draw the perpendicular from the vertices of the shorter parallel side, then we will see that these perpendiculars are of equal length, that is, they have the same length, which is why this shape is called trapezium. In this figure, one pair of sides is parallel and the other pair is non-parallel. Can you now identify trapezium from these shapes? If we look at the blue figure, it is a quadrilateral in which a pair of sides is parallel. Hence, this figure is a trapezium. Let us now discuss this brown figure. In this, we see that no pair of sides is parallel. So, it will not be trapezium. In this green figure, we are given a pair of sides parallel. But if you notice that it is not just a quadrilateral. While we know from the definition of trapezium, a trapezium is a quadrilateral in which a pair of sides is parallel. Hence, this shape is not trapezium. This orange shape is a trapezium because we can see that a pair of sides in this quadrilateral is parallel. Hopefully, you will now be able to identify trapezium. Let us now discuss properties of trapezium. As we know from the definition of trapezium, a pair of sides in trapezium will always be parallel, which is its first property. We know from the previous video that the sum of the measurements of the four interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees, and since the trapezium is also a quadrilateral, then the sum of the measurements of the four interior angles of a trapezium will also be 360 degrees. Similarly, the sum of the measurements of the four exterior angles of the trapezium will always be 360 degrees. An important properties of trapezium is that the sum of adjacent angles on any side in a pair of non-parallel sides of a trapezium is 180 degrees. Let us now know about a special kind of a trapezium. If the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are of equal length, then such trapezium is called isosceles trapezium. A major feature of isosceles trapezium is that the adjacent angles formed on a side in pairs of parallel sides are always congruent. Therefore, in this trapezium, we can say that angle 1 will be equal to angle 2 and angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. Today in this video, we have learnt meaning of trapezium, identifying trapezoid shapes, properties of trapezium, definition and properties of isosceles trapezium. In the next video, we will see some examples based on these. You are welcome in this video. Today we will see some examples based on trapezium, isosceles trapezium and their properties. Now you are well acquainted with the definition of trapezium and isosceles trapezium. Then let us play a game. Where do you see trapezium in this house? Pause the video and try. Well done, you recognized absolutely right. In this house, we can see trapezium in table, table lamp, lock, and pot. Let us now look at some examples based on properties of a trapezium. Can you find the value of x in this trapezium? In the previous video, we learned that the sum of adjacent angles on a side in a pair of non-parallel sides of a trapezium is 180 degrees. Can this property of trapezium help you find the value of x? Yes, this property of trapezium can help us find the value of x. Let's see how. We can say with the help of this property that the sum of angle S and angle R will be 180 degrees. From the question we know the value of angle S, which is 60 degrees. Thus, we can say that the sum of x and 60 degree will be 180 degrees. On solving this, we get the value of x as 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, 120 degrees. Let us see another example. Can you find the value of angle A in this trapezium? Pause the video and try. Let us find the value of angle A. By trapezium properties, we know that the sum of two adjacent angles formed on each non-parallel side of any trapezium is 180 degrees. We can see from the question that the given trapezium is an isosceles trapezium. Now because we have been given the value of angle C, 115 degrees in the question, value of angle B will be 180 degrees minus 115 degrees, that is 65 degrees. And we learnt in the previous video that in an isosceles trapezium, the adjacent angles formed on a side in a pair of parallel sides are always congruent. Hence, value of angle A and angle B will be equal. From this, we can say that the value of angle A will also be 65 degrees. Today, with the help of some examples, we understood about trapezium, isosceles trapezium and their properties.